Americans who are frustrated with what they see out of Washington are looking into a little-known option for taking back power and control. Tonight, correspondent Doug McKelway tells us about how the Constitution itself could be changed.
A taunting chant on the House floor after passage of the health care bill was a new marker of the open hostility in dysfunctional Washington. Dueling used to be one way to settle political insults, but Article 5 of the Constitution offers a more civilized way, a convention of the states, something not done since before the signing of the Constitution.
It is the only process that is available to address what Washington is doing. Washington is not going to fix itself.
In his book, The Liberty Amendments, author and radio host Mark Levin describes the remedy of a convention of the states. With 9 million listeners a day and known to draw huge crowds to his book signings, he has increased its popularity, helping to spawn the Convention of States Project. It claims 2.8 million volunteers, expected to grow to 10 million by year's end, with directors in every congressional district. While 11 state legislatures, most recently Texas, have already supported a convention of the states, that number is far short of the 34 states the Constitution requires before a convention can be called.
People who believe in liberty get behind this. I think we'll get our 34 states. And I'll tell you one other thing. If we get 15, 18, 20, 22 states, I think Washington is going to begin to shake. And Washington's going to understand that there is a process in the Constitution that actually bypasses Washington.
With Republicans in full control of 32 state houses, supporters believe a convention is within reach. They say its agenda would likely include requiring a balanced budget, reducing the federal regulatory burden on the states, restoring state sovereignty by eliminating federal mandates and grants, and allowing a two-thirds majority of the states to override Supreme Court decisions, federal laws, and regulations.
I said from the Senate floor in 2006, there's a rumble in our country. You just saw the part of the rumble with this last election. The founders added this to the Constitution because they recognize that never in history has a central government voluntarily ceded power back to its people. So this is the safety check.
Opponents fear a convention dominated by special interests, that it might result in the evisceration of hard-won legislative and court victories.
Any constitutional right should be up from grabs, from the freedom of speech, the Second Amendment, the right to privacy, to overturning Supreme Court cases around marriage equality and health care and abortion.
But the founders provided yet another safeguard against such overreach. They required 3/4 of the states, or 38 of them, to ratify any constitutional amendment passed in a convention of the states. A high bar, indeed. Right?
This is one to follow. Doug, thank you.
Sign the petition at cosaction.com and get as many of your friends and family to do the same. With your full address, your state legislators will know that you really are their constituents in their district. Our success depends on you, so we're inviting you to be part of history. Let's invoke the constitutional solution that's as big as the problem.